Hey, my name is Steve Muccini. I'm a producer, writer, and actor. And I grew up playing ice hockey. I love this game. All winter long, behind my house on the lake in Braintree, Massachusetts, I get into every single pickup game I could find. I played all the way through the youth hockey system and into college. I followed my Boston Bruins like it was religion. But as soon as I graduated and I wasn't good enough to make it in the NHL, I had to get a real job. But I still wanted to play hockey. Even all these years later, I might be a little bit older and a little bit slower, but the smell and the chill of the ice rink still gets me all fired up. There's just one big fat problem. I don't live in Boston anymore, where every single city has its own rink. I live in Austin, Texas, home of the University of Texas Longhorns, and 100-degree days that go from March all the way into September. Who plays hockey here? Well, it turns out that there's actually a thriving hockey community right here in the heart of Texas. And they all get together any night of the week at this rink, which is the only one within about a 100-mile radius, called Chaparral Ice. The Roadrunner Adult Hockey League is really quite organized and competitive. They've got team captains, player drafts, everybody's stats are kept online. We get 2 referees a game and a bench full of pretty good hockey players. Where do all these players come from? Well, I'll tell you what, most of them don't hail from Austin or anywhere in Texas for that matter. They moved here from Minnesota, Wisconsin, Boston, New York, and a pantload flooded over from the Great White North of Canada. Over 400 men and women aged 18 to 60 come to play here across multiple divisions, including C, B2, B1A, and AA. A lot of these teams even have sponsors, like the one I play on called Blackjack, which is sponsored by Jack Daniels. There's actually a very content-rich subculture here too. Ever since this league was started back in 1998, a lot of the same players have come back to play season after season. So everybody knows everybody else in their division, and everyone ends up in the bar at the end of the game to bust chops and throw back some pitchers. After all, they don't call it beer league for nothing. So here's the idea for the show. It's called Beer League. We bring in 2 former legendary NHL players or coaches. Pat Quinn, Jerry Cheevers, even Bobby or Wayne Gretzky. They come in and they scout the Division B1 league. That's where I play. Then the 2 coaches decide which 2 teams they're going to choose to mentor. Each of the coaches gets 3 practices to work with their adult league team and offer up some great NHL wisdom. Finally, the 2 teams go head-to-head in a best-of-5 tournament. The winners get bragging rights and the chance to take on the next adult league hockey team with their NHL coach. All of the action is going to be captured on the ice, in the locker rooms, and in the bars with multiple cameras and microphones. And because I play in the league and I know most of the players here, I'm going to be the show's host and producer, which is good because it'll help guide the story along to help in the edit process. Not to mention, it's going to let me do a little bit of good-natured ball busting, Boston style. I am confident that Beer League will reach a wide audience, from NHL fans to weekend warriors to armchair wannabes. The show is called Beer League, where people get a chance to see how the average Joe and Jill athlete fare under the guidance of a professional coach.